Good evening, all. Welcome back to Daz TV. I hope you are all keeping well. It's been a good week for me so far, so good. Looking forward to the weekend. Liverpool against Aston Villa. The last time we played Villa, it was great memories. It was. We left it late, but it was great. It was a unbelievable volley from young Trent. We beat them 2-1 on the day. I think it was might have been last March or April, but it was towards the end of the season. It was a huge win for us. I think, if I'm correct, that day we were going in at half time 1-0 down against them, and we turned it around. And that was when we were going through a really rough patch. At the start of this year, 21, going into the new year, into the second half of the season, we were really poor. We are getting a lot of bad defeats, home to Brighton, home to Burnley. I think we just scraped it that day against Villa. We were beaten against Chelsea at home. So many bad and poor defeats and awful performances. And obviously Everton beat us for the first time at Anfield in the league since I think it was 99, wasn't it? I think I'm right on that now. Put myself on the spot with that one. But I think, look, at this present moment, Liverpool are flying. We're one of the best side, if not the best side in Europe. I think we've managed the squad unbelievably well so far this season. You look at San Siro on Tuesday night. Obviously, it's not a great AC Milan side, but it's an AC Milan side that's top of Serie A. We were able to rotate, make changes. But what I seen in this Liverpool team was attitude was brilliant, the hunger, the aggression, and the discipline, was all there. But there was real fight, willingness, togetherness in that game. And, young Tyler Morton, a shout out to him, he was quality. I mean, what a time to be alive as a Liverpool fan. Watching young Tyler Morton, and look, we've riches in abundance. We do with some of these young lads, Connor Bradley, the young lad from Tyrone, Northern Ireland, comes on right at the end as well. The young lad as well, local lad through the academy since he's young, Max comes on. So we've looked, these Liverpool youths, are being unbelievably brilliant. We've still young Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones, for all the experience they have, how young they are still to come into this team. But I was really pleased, John. I thought Kanate was unbelievable. I thought Oxlade-Chamberlain was man of the match. And Salah, what can I say? Only in December, I seen Rio Ferdinand waxing lyrics about a Liverpool player for a change and about Liverpool, talking about how ridiculously good Salah is, and he's in a league of his own. And currently, he is the best player in world football at the moment. That's not me being biased. That's me just saying it as it is and being realistic and open-minded when it comes to this. And I just think Salah has been consistently in a league of his own. He's been consistently doing it in the best league there is. And I mean, he's been doing it year after year, and he's always fit. He's always available. He could even have more goals than what he gets. And we have to forget, he's not just your goal poacher, your number 9. He's playing out on that right wing. He's causing havoc defensively. He's been brilliant, but he's just been so creative and ruthless and cutthroat in front of goal. And what a player! I mean, what a time, as I just mentioned, to be alive, but what a time to be witnessing greatness at this Liverpool Football Club as well. Shout out Alan C. Morton is going to be a star. Absolutely, and I hope so. It's early days in his career still, Alan. Once he doesn't get any major injuries, and look, sometimes players will get setbacks. It's how they bounce back from it. But hopefully, he doesn't have to go through any of that. Hopefully, it's one-way traffic for him to success, and he comes on to be the player that we expect him to be. But that will have gave that young lad the world of confidence on Tuesday night at San Siro, playing against an AC Milan side. Regardless of what you think of them, the top of Serie A, there's some really good players in there. Some of the best in Europe players that we've been linked with before. So to go out there and for him to put on that show like he did, it's credit where credit's due, and potentially could be a world class player, and hopefully, and that'll be your game. But shout out to bro, thanks for dropping in the comment. But look, that was Tuesday night. We made history, first English team to win all 6 out of 6 in the Champions League group stage. So in the last couple of seasons, it's been weird because all the years I've been supporting Liverpool, in the last 3 or 4 years, we've just broken records for fun, and we've broken so many that, over the years I'm supporting Liverpool, and that short period of time, we've broken as many unbelievable records as we've ever done. So I mean, it's an unbelievable time to be alive, and just witnessing greatness with this Liverpool team. We really are, and the thing is we've still yet to see the ultimately elite best of us, and we just got to keep lads fit and ready there. But you see that the lads, how hungry and aggressive they are, that when the other lads are out, they just step right in and they're ready to be ruthless and take that chance when being given it. And that's something that Gerrard done once, wasn't he? And he came out and said it in the early days when he played for Liverpool. You know, he wasn't gonna step. He was willing to step in people's way and wasn't gonna let anyone step in his way. And when he was in that team, he was there to fight against and be competitive with other teammates to obviously cement his place in Liverpool. And look, he's been an idol for me and for a lot of Liverpool fans, not just in my age group, older or younger. Gerrard has been absolutely world class for us and carried the club through such greatness. You know, for him to win a European Cup and then the season after the FA Cup was probably the highlight and the best we've seen him in that from that period of '04 up to about '07. You know, he was remarkably, ridiculously good and was unlucky not to have won more, and particularly the Premier League in '09 when Benitez was there. And you know, we went to Old Trafford, beating United 4-1. Gerrard, Torres, Alonso were smashing players back then in that time. But look, it was what it was, and we didn't win it. But look, Gerrard's conducted himself brilliantly as a manager. He went in at 2018 into Rangers, and he's been very media friendly. He's saying the right things at the right times, and he's been such a tough manager to beat. You know, he's stopping Celtic win that 10 in a row. I think was as good as winning it. You know, for Rangers, it was the 55th league title, most successful club in Scottish football. Gerrard was right at the helm of that, and he was unbelievable there at Rangers. What he done, I think, in that season as well, they went the whole season unbeaten in the league and only conceded, I think it was 4 to probably 6 goals they conceded at home in the league. It's unbelievable. It's only the Scottish league, and look, we know the standards are not great, but to do that in any league, and particularly from where they've come from, is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And look, fair play to Gerrard, he's done great. But we have to be ready to wipe the floor with Villa the weekend. I don't want all this sentiment of Gerrard returns and you know it'd be great to see him get something. I don't want that. I just want to see yours sing his name when we've beaten Villa, you know, because I don't think this makes or breaks whether Gerrard's kind of going to become a great Liverpool future manager or a great manager in general. I think 3 wins out of 4 so far for Aston Villa. They were narrowly beaten at home against Man City. No shame for any team to lose 2-1 to Man City, and particularly where Villa are at, where the league table is for them and how they started off the season. So Gerrard, for me, he's done unbelievable at Villa so far. He has that young lad at centre back, Conte and Tyrone Mings at centre back. They've looked much more composed, much more grit, determination. They've been very solid there at centre back. And you know, we know that threatening players, John McGinn, Ollie Watkins, Bonita, that Argentinian lad as well. I don't think Leon Bailey might be back for the weekend, but I don't think Danny Ings will be back. And Leon Bailey again, the young Jamaican lad, he just go over to Ryan Domination, LFC Domination, I should say. He'll be waxing lyrics about Bailey because you know he knows him from the Jamaican national team and how good he is. And me and Conroy was on before on his channel, kind of debating Sterling and Bailey before he'd moved even to Villa and what they had in comparison, how good they were. And I feel Bailey will be a future star. You know, I really do, and he's already a great player. I think that was an unbelievable sign up in Villa when Dean Smith was there. But Gerrard's there now. He's a lot of creativity in that Villa side. Look, they're well going to stay up. That they're much better than a team fighting in relegation. But we just got to beat them the weekend. You know, sentiment has to go out the window. Gerrard, unbelievable, great player. But there's business here. We need 3 points. You know, 2 big home games in a matter of a couple of days. Home to Villa, home to Newcastle. On paper, it says 6 points. But we know it's not always that easy. And we've been here before where we predicted, you know, wins and rollovers. It doesn't go like that football. It doesn't do sentiment, and that's why I don't want us to do sentiment the weekend for Gerrard. Obviously, we'll give him a great applause and reception and all that, and look, he'll be in all our hearts. But when that game's over and we beat them, then we can all sing Gerrard and wish him the best of luck, of course. Archie Doolan, shout out, brother. I hope all is well, mate. Long time no see, but thanks for dropping in all the time in the comments. You've been a regular on this, so cheers, pal, and thanks for all the support. So Archie Doolan throws in there. That game gave me confidence in the future. Some excellent performances. It's all good to be a Liverpool fan at the moment. Salah 7th and Ballon d'Or. Yeah, Archie, I've seen that, and I think that was probably based on last season. I don't think Salah last season was up there with Messi or Lewandowski or probably Jorginho. We would have been, but I think Jorginho done better in the Euros, didn't he? Winning with Italy, he had a good season last season with Chelsea. But Salah, look, he still was better than 7th place, I think. But I think this will be hopefully the year, next year in 22 that he wins it. Because at the moment, the last couple of months, he's been the best in the world. As I just said at the start for Archie, I don't know whether you were listening to it. Um, when I got you tuned already, and he's marvellous, Magic Mo, isn't he? And Bob Hannon there, shout out as well. Archie, have you still got them trousers? Personal joke, I suppose, lads. But I think, look, we've managed the squad great so far, as I said. I'm really looking forward to this game on Saturday. McGinn, Watkins, Bonita, Ramsey, they're all threats. I think it'd be a big plus to us with Danny Ings not returning back. Because whatever about Gerrard returning back to Anfield, you don't want it. Danny Ings as well. They're coming in and scoring. So, but I think that there's Villa have scored a lot of goals so far, and I think that they'll score the weekend. I'll give you my score prediction soon. Um, but look, I mean, it's one of those games now this weekend that we just have to be rootless in and not care about Gerrard or Villa as much. I believe I think it's 9-2 and the bookies on to win this game, so that's brilliant. I've seen also a couple of things about Gini Wijnaldum probably going in for him. I think we've been much more progressive since Gini's left, and I never would have said that because I think Gini was very robotic. He was very compact. He was unbelievable for his last season, but maybe we've seen something that the Liverpool management, Klopp and the coaches, that he's looked a little bit burnt out this season at PSG. He struggled a lot, and we all know he wanted the move to Barcelona. It didn't happen, and I'd say that's over financial reasons because Barca are in ruins. But I think we've been much more progressive there. I think Ox has been unbelievable lately, very dynamic, very progressive, very creative, getting back as well. Defence, he's been really good. He was man of the match against AC Milan. But look, we won't wax lyrics too much about Ox. I seen he went down during night. I thought not another injury from him. He just needs to break a consistent run. I don't know whether he's going to start this game, though. I think, look, our best three on paper is Fabinho, Hendo, Thiago midfield. The fact that some of them got rested against Milan, you'd imagine you go into this game, your best 11, and you bring Matip back in. But although, look, I think we'll do equally as well with Phillips in there, who's probably better at aerial duels. Kanate is just much better physically, but Matip reads the game a bit better, a bit more composed, and reads the game, as I said, much more better, more experience. But him and Van Dijk, I think, is the best partnership there. But let's see what happens. Up front, I seen today on social media, Jota and was it Origi didn't train today, but I'd imagine that's just some rest and focus for the game the weekend. I don't think they're carrying injuries. And Firmino's back in training, which is great. Naby Keita's back as well, which is also great. Milner's back. So I think the weekend, I would like to see the same front three that we've been seeing in Salah, Jota and Mane. Shout out there, Jimmy Morris. Hope all is good, Jim. Gerrard scored some absolute belters in his day, and what a hairline he has too. Yeah, he's a much better one than me, Jimmy, hasn't he? He's not going to be going to the Graben barber at Putton, so I think he'd be going. He's his own personal barber coming over to him and doing his. But yeah, he certainly is. A great hairline, very handsome, Jimmy. You're reminiscent of him a bit yourself, but we'll give Gerrard a nod ahead of you, bro. I hope you understand that, especially with me being a Liverpool fan and yeah, Gerrard just has that bit more. But look, you're in a league with Gerrard, so he's not in a league of his own. Yeah, he has. He scored some belters in the day, Jimmy. I just mentioned at the start of this, I don't know whether you tuned in. He was our saviour for years and years. He was my idol growing up supporting Liverpool. I remember the season winning that Champions League, the FA Cup the year after, so close to winning league titles. We won't talk about the slip against Chelsea. Look, it didn't just go down to that though, did it? We know leagues are won and lost over the season, and you had the Palace game after that and that. But I mean, Gerrard, a hero, a legend. But the weekend, that sentiment has to be put aside because we're out there to beat them. And hopefully it's a bit of reality check for Gerrard, in this league, because he's got to a great start so far. He's done wonders at Rangers as well, as I mentioned on it a while ago. So let's see what happens. But it will be a tough game, I think. And in a way, Villa have nothing to lose. They're coming to Anfield. Liverpool expected to win. Liverpool, the most informed team at the moment, we're flying high at the moment. I seen we scored 40 odd goals so far in the league, and we've only conceded, I think it's 14 goals in the league. So it's unbelievable, and we've been much better defensively, but so progressive. I think it equals to 3 goals a game in the Premier League, which is great. Daz, what started with the quiz, Bob? Yeah, we were gonna go tonight. There was a bit of a a bit of controversy whether it was tonight or tomorrow, but we're going to go with Sunday night. So we are available Sunday night, jump on. Jimmy Morris as well, it was in the comments, going to jump on. Jimmy's a Chelsea fan. And there's a prize as well on, lads. I'll let you know that closer to us. So Bob and Archie's personal jokes are still ongoing here. You have to love it. The shiny ones, Bob, got them framed. Yeah, Gaz, chef, big shout out, Gaz. I hope all is well. Going for you, bro. Keep up the good work. I've seen you doing on Facebook with the pictures and that. You're getting good attention with a brother, but I love to see it, and you always love to see people doing well, especially one of our own. What's your lineup for the game, Daz? Yeah, I think Alisson, Trent, Matip comes back in, Van Dijk, Robbo. The same lineup as last week against Wolves, I think, and the week before we played Everton. I think on paper that's our best 11. Look, you can give or take Bobby. I think Bobby's gameplay, his experience, his ball retention is pivotal for us. But I think Jota is more ruthless. He's more cutthroat, and you bring him in for a game like this, and I think it'd go away. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But I wouldn't mind seeing Ox come in there, and I've no problems with really starting this. Look, at the end of the day, we're at home. It's a big late game. There's no excuses, no matter who plays. We're a good enough side. We've so much going our way. We've good options now amongst the team. There's good harmony in the squad. We got to be winning these games, you know what I mean? But it will be a tough game. So my team will be basically the same as last week with Fabinho as the whole of midfield, or the general back of midfield, Hendo, Thiago there, Salah, Jota, Mane. That's my 11, but it could change. I wouldn't be surprised if Kanate, Phillips comes in instead of Ox or Origi, because we have a big game Wednesday night as well against Newcastle. They're fighting for their life. So that, could be just the toughest game. Bob and Archie there, that's still going in with the jokes. Probably out Sunday night, me and Archie full of Dutch goal. Yeah, well, I hope so. Dutch goal to celebrate, a Dutch centre half. Cam, you like Virgil van Dijk, Bob? I hope so. A couple of babies in, a few tints. And yeah, Archie, it's been a long time since I had a drink with him as well, but top man. I play Archie left back instead of Robbo. Yeah, well, he'll have a bit of competition now as well with the Greek goddess in Tsimikas, Bob. He's been unbelievable as well for us. But Robbo, since he's come back, he started against Everton. He's been quality. It just shows Robbo's world class, and Tsimikas is very, very good. But he's just, I think he lacks that bit of experience to be more class, and we need to see him more consistent. But you're not going to drop Robbo away for Tsimikas. But maybe for Archie, yeah, definitely. If anyone's going to get a win against Gerrard, it's going to be Archie. My predictions for this one, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Liverpool. We're on fire. As I said, we've been scoring on average 3 goals every Premier League game. I think we scored in 44, 45 goals so far, which is unbelievable. The most goals scored in the Premier League. Salah's had 20 in all competitions. He's on fire. I'd back him to get on the weekend. And I think John McGinn possibly for Villa. John McGinn, I'd love to see at Liverpool in the future. I think he'd fit us like a glove, our system. Bob agrees, going 3-1, Daz. Yeah, I think so. We've been keeping a lot of clean sheets, and we know that, with Liverpool, it's not going to last forever, clean sheets. But we've been great since that last international break. Arsenal, we beat Porto, Southampton. Who was it else we beat? We beat Everton and Wolves and AC Milan. So we've had a good few wins, have conceded very few goals as well. So yeah, it's been great. What a time to be alive. What a time to be supporting Liverpool. And I'm hoping for Christmas we will be top of the tree again. It hasn't been great for us over the years. Sometimes we go top of the tree, then we don't win at the end. So maybe I shouldn't be too bothered about it. But hopefully we're number 1 for Christmas. That's the main thing. I hope you all have a good Christmas as well, lads, that are tuning in. That hasn't gone a leg at me after washing your hair. Absolutely. And speaking about hairlines to Jimmy Morris, Bob is one of the family. Jimmy, his hairline receded a bit as well, but he still holds it well. He holds the head well, you know what I mean? He's always in good headspace as well. So he's going to go and leg it and wash the hair. And anyway, he'll never walk alone. Cheers, brother. You too, Bob. And we'll definitely meet up soon for a big game, pal. But that's it. We'll end it at that. It's just a snippet today of a preview. I didn't get anybody on today. I just wanted to do something short and sweet, which I think that was. I'm looking forward to the game the weekend. Let me know in the comments what user score predictions are going to be, what user starting 11 is going to be, and where we can win this game the weekend, and any strengths and weaknesses in Aston Villa. They have strengths, they have weaknesses as well. But Gerrard's a man on a mission. He's coming to Anfield to win, and he'd love nothing more than that. But we got to be ruthless, wipe the floor with Villa, and yeah, get a big one over Stevie G, and we can all sing his name at the end of the game then. Tune into Bob and Archie channel, folks. It's work in progress. I hope so, Bob. Yeah, that'd be a great one to get Archie on. And Archie, if you want to ever come on this, mate, anytime, let me know. We'd love to get you on. You're very knowledgeable, good insight into Liverpool. Bob will definitely be on the quiz. Respect Gerrard all day long, but we need a win. End of story. Playing career. Love him, management, his competition. That's it, Archie. I love that. Wise words as well and ruthless, brother. Yeah, we just got to win the weekend, get these 3 points. It'd be an unbelievable run we put together, and it gives us great belief, confidence, and momentum then coming up to the big games that are coming up over Christmas. And Newcastle will be a big game next week as well. I think that's Wednesday night. So the games are coming thick and fast. They're all going to be tough, and it'd be unbelievable now to keep this consistent run at this time of the year, because titles at this time of the year can be won and also can be lost. It won't be won, I don't think, because I think Chelsea and City will be keep going with us all the way to the end. But once it's not lost, that's the main thing. We can stay in with it. But shout out to you all. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back on Sunday night. It's not just going to be a football quiz. It's going to be a sports quiz. And anybody that does want to come on, let me know. And I'm looking to get 4 or 5 on. And there will be a prize as well, which would be great. Big up to you all. Take care. And remember, if you haven't liked and subscribed, like this video, comment on it, and subscribe to Daz TV. I'll be definitely doing a lot more content. I'll be getting more people on, a lot more, some of rival fans on as well, big rival fans, and some big Liverpool fans as well on, of course, which we all love. Don't be Liverpool, the great club that we support. But big up to you all. Take care and good night.